For the last 4 weeks, I've been adding Stranger Things to an old painting. I found this painting at a garage sale. It instantly gave me Stranger Things vibes, so I decided to remix this painting. I started by adding the Surfer Boy pizza van and the Creel house. Then I added the portal to the upside down and the tree. I replaced the house on the right with the Byers house, and I added the Mind Flayer up in the sky. You can see the iconic Christmas light alphabet seen through the hole in the wall. In front of the abandoned Byers house, I added the abandoned remains of the playground across the street from the Creel house. With every layer, I dial the details in further and further. Next, I added Will's bike in front of the Byers house. Beside the streetlight, I added an overflowing trash can, and some of the most iconic items from the show are littered around the area. As this trail of trash moves along, it slowly turns into food items. And that's because Dart must have been digging through the trash. Now he's leaning up against the tree, eating a Three Musketeer and watching the sunset. A swarm of demo bats are flying in and landing on the Creel house. I abandoned the remaining buildings and spray painted Friends Don't Lie up on the brick building. Then I abandoned the Surfer Boy pizza van. It's kinda sad to see Hawkins all abandoned and lost in time like this. I transformed the truck in the background into Hopper's truck. I added the grandfather clock into one tree and a Hellfire Club flyer in the other. On the curb is a jar of Jiffy for Hopper and Steve's bloody back. Then I added Lucas's Schwinn leaning in front of the Creel house. I had to include Max's headphones and Walkman. Next to it is Billy's whistle. I couldn't forget to add the walkie-talkie, and I had to include Eddie's guitar. Right up front, I painted the D&D board from the show, and it looks like Dart is reminiscing and playing with Dustin's hat. Front stage is Will's drawing of the Mind Flayer. I love Stranger Things, so I went all in on this painting, and I hope it makes the fans proud. Prints are now available on my website for those of you who are interested. Everyone who buys one of the limited edition prints will be entered into a raffle for a chance to win the original painting. As a final touch, I customized the mat of the painting to make it look like the roots from the Upside Down are crawling into this piece. I hand carved each root out of air-dried foam, and then I used my paints to age the frame and detail the roots. I love the way this came out. If you can't afford a print, I get it, but likes and shares are just as valuable.